Do you often have dreams about becoming something other than a human? A plant, for example? Or a stone? Yeah, me neither. But seriously, turning into anything you wanted seems like a cool perk. Unless you happen to have this ability in the game I made for the November installment of the 2024 Hungarian One Game a Month Game Jam series, or HEJ 2024 for short. The game is called Catch the Shapeshifter, and, as the title suggests, it is all about annoying the hell out of our shapeshifter friend here. But hang on, how did I get this idea for the game? The themes of the jam for November were the following: Shapeshift, Voronoi, Break the Fourth Wall, and the extra theme was only 3D. Voronoi cells and Voronoi diagrams are mathematical concepts and have many practical uses in many fields, such as meteorology, engineering, informatics. I think many of us have met Voronoi cells in the form of Voronoi noise used in Unity's shader graph, and while it is a cool stuff, I did not know how to build a game around it, so this theme was out. Break the Fourth Wall is a theme I really like, and while I did not have a clear game idea for it, it does not mean I could not put it into another game. I also wanted to include the extra theme, which basically meant, at least in my understanding, that no 2D UI elements can be used. Which is a bit unfortunate given that I have just developed the dialogue system for Unreal Engine, you can watch the tutorial for it here, and wanted to use it in this project as well, but that's life. Having to use 3D elements to navigate between levels and menus is a limitation for sure, but it was this limitation that finally made everything click into place. Because, you see, the only theme I have not mentioned is Shapeshift. What if your task as a player would be to find and catch a shapeshifter who can turn into the regular objects you see in the level? But the twist is that, since the UI elements are now part of the map, the shapeshifter can screw you over by turning itself into the UI elements for various funny or annoying moments, and by this breaking the fourth wall as well. Once I started working on the game, I modified this concept slightly, so only the very last level contains this trick, and the rest of the levels only require you to find and catch the shapeshifter to progress. My idea was to gradually teach the player about the mechanics of the game. The first level is the main menu itself. I applied a white material to all meshes, except for the UI elements and the instructions, which are black, so these things immediately stand out. To make the UI elements even more visible, I added a sound to it and a rotator component. The UI elements themselves have collision components, and the player activates them by touching the mesh. In the first level, I have applied the same logic with the colors. Everything is white, UI is black, but here you can also see a red object, which immediately draws your attention. Obviously, it is the shapeshifter, minding its own business. Time to catch it! I added a text to the shapeshifter to make the story of the game a bit more personal. Catching the shapeshifter allows the level to be completed. Level 2 and Level 3 are variations of this concept, but the levels now contain proper textures to make the hunt a bit more challenging. As the levels progress, the shapeshifter becomes more annoying and swears revenge. Then the player enters level 4. This level might be familiar to some of you. This is the Unreal Engine first-person template. There is a huge exit button hovering in the opposite corner. Its color is red. You know what it means, right? After catching the shapeshifter one more time, the exit button disappears and the player is stuck on this level until he closes the game using Alt plus F4. Sadly, I was not able to show this last part of the game to the other participants, because on level 3 the person who played the game fell into a hole from which he could not escape, so he had to close the game with Alt plus 4 anyway, but decided to move on to the next game. I was a bit sad and disappointed, of course, because I think that the last level was really funny and would probably have made a lot of people laugh. I guess it is a good example of why you need playtesting. But other than this, I received praise for the visual design of the game and the gradual introduction of colors as an added challenge. All in all, I think that Catch the Shapeshifter was amongst the better projects that I made for this game jam. Not really because it is groundbreaking, but because I had a vision which was interesting and I managed to fulfill it. I really hope that you have found this video useful. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!